Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. And today, I want to take a look at the Greycat MTC. So what we're going to do in this video is very quickly, we're going to take a look at the pledge store page. Then we're going to go in game and take a look at all of the different skins. And then we're going to go on a walk around the vehicle and take a look at the interior as well. So we're going to completely cover everything you need to know about the Greycat MTC in this video. So let's get started. Right off the back, we have the store page here. You can see an image of the suit lockers. Here's a picture of the gun firing. But what we want to see is the skins and the price. So, available skins. This is the factory standard, right? And then we have the Boreal. This is kind of cool. This is kind of like a silver color. I do like that. The Barcus over here. This is black and red. You know, the A team. Then we have the brushwood. This is like a camo green. I also really like that too. And then we have the moonstone. This is the concierge paint. And we'll look at all of these paints in game. So the technical specifications: 7 meters long, 5.5 meters wide. So this is unfortunately too wide to fit in something like the Zeus. Then the height is 2 meters. One driver, one gunner. You have a remote turret with 2 size 2s on it. Then you have 4 micro SCUs, or box mission size boxes of space, so you can do that. It's just an image of all of them driving around. And now we get to the price. The MTC plus Moonstone paint, the concierge paint, $45, and that will get you lifetime insurance. Then $45 for non-concierge, does not come with concierge paint. And then we have the 10-year insurance because this is Invictus. So that is nice that they're now offering 10-year with the newer vehicles, right? $50. So even if you're buying this with store credit, you still get that 10-year insurance. I do like to see that. Then down here we have the 4 paint pack. If you're a concierge, $12.80, discount from $16. The Moonstone alone is $5. The 3 paint pack, if you're not concierge, $9.35 on discount from $11. The Boreal paint is $5 on its own. The Barcus paint is $3 on its own. The Brushwood paint is $3 on its own. And those are all the paints. So we're going to go in game now. I'm going to take a look at what these paints look like in game. Then we're going to go on a walk around of the vehicle. Let's get right into it. Alright, so now we're in Arena Commander, and we have an opportunity to look at the paint. This is the Moonstone paint. It's kind of like a metallic blue. And I gotta say, it's a pretty good looking paint on this little ground vehicle as well. You can see up here on the gun turret that the paint also carries on that kind of the small carriage that holds the guns. Very nice looking skin. Alright, so now we are looking at the brushwood camo skin. This is kind of cool. This is like a tech camo. You can see here that it's got blue and this dark gray, and then you have a red stripe that goes along the center line of the vehicle. Looks pretty good. You can see as well the detail of the camo continues on the carriage that holds the 2 size 2 guns as well, just like on the last skin. It's a pretty good looking skin. Alright, so now we have the Barcus livery. This is black and red. It has red accents here. You can see red accents on the front there, red accents on the tow hooks, red accents on the lights there, red accents on kind of that roll bar in front. Then you have what looks like red accents on the motor all around, and of course that stripe in the back here. You also have the tow hooks in the back in red, and I like the little attention to detail, right? There's red lines all around. But this is a pretty nice stealthy skin, I would say. Very good looking, very military. Nice. So now let's go on to check out the others. So now we have the final livery. This is the Boreal livery. It's like kind of metallic silver. It's pretty good looking as well. You have yellow accents there on the doorstep. It looks like orange accents on the engine and the stripe down the side. And on the roll cage there. But you still have red tow hooks in the front. Orange accents around the storage box. And yeah, that's it. But you have the silver color on the gun carriage as well. And the orange accents on the back. Pretty good looking skin. But now that we're here, this is the final skin, we might as well take a look at the interior as well. So now we're on the inside in the driver's seat. You can look around. We have some buttons here. You can open the exterior. Sorry if that's kind of a bit loud. Close that. We have this button here that says deploy. That closes these blast shields on the side. I like that. That retracts it. On this side we have power off, engine on, enable shields, exit. Then we have lights on and off. And then we have our power management here screen here. This is the I believe the Greycat UI. Okay. Weapon config, nothing there. Shields, self status, scanning, ready to scan. Gunnery, you can enable headlights. That's not bad from there. Turn that on and you can see there's a little light there on the dashboard. Not bad. And so it looks like you have your speed here. So as we drive, you can see the speed increase. And then also has fuel and heat. And then apparently what gear you're in. So let's try that. We go backwards and it doesn't say anything. But mode should be reverse, neutral, and drive. But you can just go backwards. It doesn't really affect what that is. Right? And then of course you have a few other things there on your dash and your scanner. But what we're gonna do is we're just gonna exit the seat here. And the screens go back down. So now here is the interior. We have a fire extinguisher here. That gameplay will come on soon enough. Then we have two sidearms, two primary weapons. Then we have the jump seat. This also controls the remote turret. Alright. And we have the UI for that already just cast to our helmet. Deploy that. And from here, you can power on or enter the mode turret.
Weapons on.
Aegis combat system activated. Control systems green. System check.
And you can enter the remote turret there. So we have 47 rounds, right? And this isn't max to weapons or anything like that. So not bad, not bad at all. So we get out of that. Color that off. And that does lower the gun back, so that's what the gun looks like in its kind of lowered position there. Exit the seat. I don't know what's going on the floor here. It's all beat up. So over here we have a few different things. We have a shield generator, that's a size 0 shield generator, and 2 fuses. One comes as standard. I'm not entirely sure what the other slot there is, but we close that. Open this. This looks like computers, probably our radar, right? Then we have the engineering terminal that's not online yet, and suit lockers, right? So this is supposed to be your mobile command, so you can put your suits there. Then we have that's pretty nice. It's behind glass and then it comes out. Nice animation. You can close that. We have another suit locker here. This is gonna fit a railgun. And then we have more sidearms. I guess you have one on this side for the driver, and then you have one over here for the turret gunner or your passenger. Same thing with the suit lockers, right? So down here as well, you also have storage, but since we're in Arena Commander, that doesn't work. Sorry about that. So yeah, we're in Arena Commander, so that's no, but there is storage down there. Then over here, what do we have? We have our power plant and our cooler. And then on this side, we have some kind of device. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Maybe it's life support systems. Then we have the door over here. We have different light modes. We have auxiliary. This is kind of like dim lighting. Then we have emergency. Red lights. Then we have some flashing lights down here. Looks pretty cool. Then of course, all the lights on. It's still kind of dark inside of here. But I like the design. Then we can open it by pressing that. And you can see the steps there. Now on the outside we have fuel. We can open that and the fuel is right on the side there. Close that. And we can close the door. 2-piece door. Nice animation. Here are the wheels. Now around back here we have the tray for the box. That opens up. Comes out like that. Right, so you can put 4 boxes here. Close that back. Pretty cool animation. And then on this side you have more personal storage, but again, we're Arena Commander, so we're not going to be able to see that. But it's pretty nice around the vehicle. I don't see anything else, but you can see, you know, just how large this is in comparison to the player. I'll go in third person here. Just to give you an idea about the scale of this thing. Yeah. It's look at the wheel. The wheel is almost as big as the player, so this is not a small ground vehicle. It's not really comparable to something like the STV or the Mule or anything like that. This is definitely also oversized, right? I think it might be a little bit smaller, but that's about it. So now, let's go back in here. If we can. Okay. We'll take it for a little spin, drive around, see how she handles. I like how the screens go up like that. I don't know what's going on with the MFDs here, but I'm not too worried about that. We want to close that door though. Oh. So when you open exterior, it opens all of the doors. That's kind of nice. So if you have a friend outside, you can open that storage area for them. And there it goes. It closes everything back up. So... oh, you know what we want to do? We want to power it on. That's why.
Systems off. Systems activating. Systems.
Okay, there we go. You can see the gun come up now. And we can fire it as the pilot. Very nice. Okay, so that's kind of the the one thing about Star Citizen that, you know, takes it's kind of difficult when they release ground vehicles like this, right? What am I hitting? Okay. Now this map especially has a lot of rocks around it, so it's probably not the best example of handling. I don't know, it feels like this vehicle slides around a lot. Yeah, see what I mean? If you go in fast, you kind of whip it around like that. There's just so many rocks around. It gives you an opportunity to see the underside. This is what it looks like from the driver's perspective. Try to go a little bit slower. Yeah, it's definitely better in third person. But I do have to say, you know, this map is a good example of the PU and some of the rock you might come across, right? we've gotten pretty far. Okay, we hit an invisible rock, and it flipped us around. But this is, again, a good example of Star Citizen's vehicle wheel physics, right? And I'm just kind of trying to show you what driving off-road could be like. Okay, we made it back in one piece. That's all that counts. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me in today's video. This is a fun little ground vehicle. Obviously, this wasn't, you know, serious testing or anything like that. But I think if you wanted something to do bunkers in, this could be pretty useful because you could just sit in the driver's seat and kind of shoot whoever is outside of the ground base. And yeah, then you can go in, you can load up on gear, you can deliver whatever box you have to deliver or take. You can have different suits and different loadouts in this thing. So $50, I don't know. I think this is best as an LTI token, if anything, or a 10-year insurance token, right? If you buy this with store credit, you get 10-year insurance. So I actually do like that for people who want to pick this up with store credit, right? And then they want to upgrade it. They get that 10-year insurance carryover. So that's nice to have. So for most people looking at this thing, this is probably going to be a buy-in game or an LTI or 10-year insurance token. So I think that's pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think about this ground vehicle in the comments down below. I want to hear what you guys think. Are you picking this thing up? Are you excited about it? I think it's a lot of fun to mess around in. But that's going to be it for me in this video, you guys. I want to say thank you again for all the support on the content, on the videos. I really appreciate it. But like I always say at the end of these videos, you guys, like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Salute.